Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony, and welcome to another edition of Being a Sports Talk. So today what I want to talk about is some rumors that some Giants fans are saying. I want to dispel some of them, because it's hot take season. It's like, are you trying to get attention season? It's listen to one rumor, and then the other day it's the next rumor. And I flip-flopped a little bit. I was on the Andrew Thomas train. Then I was more the Isaiah Simmons. Then I was just like, let's pick somebody good. Then I was back on the Isaiah Simmons. And now I'm just like, Jedrick Wills, Andrew Thomas seem like good picks. And yeah, so one of the rumors I saw, one of the tweets I saw was just like, trade back with Miami and they'll give you 5 and 18. Really? You really think that they're going to be 5 and 18 to trade up one spot? We saw the Bears give up, a second and a third round pick. But, you really think the Dolphins are going to allow that much draft assets to go? Realistically, the best way we're going to end up trading is if Isaiah Simmons or Jeff Okudah is still on the board, and then Jacksonville wants to do a trade with us. That's what I see the most likely trade back scenario right now. Because if Tua hops us, whatever, Jeff Okudah and Isaiah Simmons are looked at the two best positional value players at this point. We've heard some rumors about C.J. Henderson being number one on a lot of people's boards. Well, we'll see, but the Giants definitely will have a bunch of people calling them at number 4. I don't think Carolina will. I think they're more of a trade-back candidate. The Cardinals, I made a whole video about it. They can trade up as well because, they can look at, let's get a final quarter. Patrick Peterson isn't getting any younger, and you drafted Byron Murphy last year, didn't play that well. So I think that, the Cardinals can be looking for a guy like that. The Raiders, they may be looking for a guy like Jeff Okudah, be like, okay, we'll package a little bit of a deal, but I don't think it's going to be a 5 or 6. I think it's more going to be one of those later teams that see an Isaiah Simmons fall down to us. It's just like, this guy can make our team fall back a lot, and I wouldn't make our team really good, and I wouldn't trade back anywhere past 12. Anywhere past the Raiders, I'm not trading back. I'm not trading back to 13 with the San Francisco 49ers, really, unless they're willing to give us their 31. But I don't think they'll do that because they don't have a lot of draft stats. They don't pick until, I think, the 5th round after that. So I wouldn't do that. The 49ers are going to be a trade back candidate for a team that, if Tua falls, they're going to trade back with them and still get, their KJ Hamler or, their Jeff Gladney or something like that. So that's one of the first rumors I saw. I know that was a kind of elongated. A second one that I've seen is, the Giants should get the trade back for Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, come on. Well, what kind of, I've come out with theories before. I think that they could work. I'm like, Alvin Kamara, trade him to the Dolphins. The Dolphins will give you their 18. Draft Hilaire, who's more stable and less injury prone. I made a video that came out yesterday. Didn't get a lot of views. That I don't do it for the views. And get a cornerback as well to replace Eli Apple, who didn't really have much production for you, but you still need a lot of help there with Patrick Robertson, Marshawn Lattimore. It's not really working out for you that well. So I said, do that. People are like, get Odell Beckham Jr. back. He's a missing piece for this team. There's still the front office, Dave Gettleman. That's not going to work out. People don't understand the front office. There's a bridge that was burned. He said that the Giants gave him to the middle of nowhere. He said they dumped me in the middle of nowhere because they didn't like me. You think he's going to want to come back to the Giants? Now, it would be amazing if we can get him for a third-round pick, but that's not going to happen. And realistically, turning this back into what's going to happen, Odell Beckham Jr. is going to go to a team that is fairly desperate, has a young, probably rookie quarterback. It wouldn't really work that well with Miami, a really rookie quarterback, but the young quarterback, and they're going to develop a little bit of chemistry. I don't think he's going to go to a veteran team because they're going to be like, okay, we don't need him. He's a little bit of a head case. And yeah, so I think realistic options, maybe Miami, because he likes warm weather. He took a boat trip to Miami when they were supposed to be playing in Green Bay a couple days later. LA doesn't really have that much cap flexibility right now, especially with the Chargers, who are going to have to pay a lot of people next year. It could potentially work with the Chargers, but that would be the realistic spot right now. I don't think he's joining Brady. And in Jacksonville, it's a small town. I've been there. It's not really that big. So, so the next rumor that I would say a lot of Giants fans have that I don't really like is, we have to trade back and then get a tackle. No, we don't have to trade back. It's a luxury. Think about it. If you're a team from 6 to 4, are you really going to give up your second-round pick? It takes 2 to tango. And a team that's going to willingly give up their second-round pick and not pick until the 3rd round, like the Chargers, that's a little bit too much there. They could be like, okay, we're just going to get the next available guy, or we can always keep Tyrod Taylor. They're flexible. They're going to keep Tyrod Taylor, maybe bring in Jameis Winston for a year, see what he has. And they definitely have much more flexibility. They're not going to they have a lot of the leverage there. And the Giants trading number 4, if we get a good tackle, good. Right now I think it's Jedrick Wills because of the connection with Alabama. It's starting to hype up a little bit more, and I don't mind it. My only concern is that name the last tackles that have come out of Alabama. Jonah Williams, he got hurt his first year. A little bit of a bust. I know you can't predict it. Cam Robinson, Alabama. Now, they didn't really play that well. And, no tackles in this league from Alabama, from the SEC, have performed well, which is a little bit concerning to me because these programs have been elite for a while. We've seen a lot of guys like Landon Collins from Alabama play well. We've seen Mark Ingram from Alabama play well. Not really got a lot of good tackles, which is a little bit concerning to me, but Jedrick Wills apparently is the guy. He's good. Whatever. And a lot of people are seeming to think that we're going to select a tackle later in the rounds. We haven't interviewed anybody. We haven't interviewed Matt Purd. We haven't interviewed. You think we're just going to bring him in and be like, okay, let's plug him in? We're not going to spend a second-round pick on an offensive tackle like Ezra Cleveland that we haven't interviewed. We're not going to do that. We may take a flyer on a seventh-round pick because you don't interview seventh-round picks. You do a lot of film analysis on them. And I don't want a seventh-round pick becoming an offensive tackle. Do you know what that is? That's Big George from last year, George Asafo Ajayi. And we tried, but it ended up not working out. So we have to, I think, spend our draft assets at number 4. You have to do it. I don't care, it's not really great positional value. Dave Gettleman has said, if you think the guy's the guy, you pick him. He's like, you draft best player available, but, I'm not going to select the guy that, I'm not going to select a running back if the running back is the best player available. You got to use a little common sense. He's trying to divert a little bit. Kind of a little bit hypocritical. I'm not going to lie. He's a little bit like, we drop best player available no matter what. And then he saw last year, Daniel Jones is had a late first round grade. But, now he realizes whatever. And the thing is, with players, you could be like, we already have this position filled. What if the guy goes down? Then all of a sudden, how's your depth? If one of our linebackers goes down, what's our depth? I've seen a lot of Giants fans, no, let's not draft linebackers. Let's go for safety. Well, one of the guys is injured. How's our depth go? Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got to say. I think Jabril Peppers is good in that secondary role, the safety/linebacker. He played a little bit linebacker last year as well. That's the same thing as Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons is better. It's unfortunate we're probably not going to get him. I wouldn't cry if we do get him. But, we already have a guy like Jabril Peppers. He's coming back healthy this year. We traded assets for him. We traded a big asset for him. And I think that he's going to end up, end up shining this year. We just need a safety, a linebacker, just fill a bunch of holes on this team. And don't be afraid to pick a guy if we have a good positional depth, you think at that point, besides defensive tackle. But if you think you have good positional depth at that point, just select the guy. What if our top guy goes down? Then all of a sudden, are we just going to fold? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.